Hey there, awesome people. Welcome back to Jamie XP, where we dive into the Peach Leaf Valley Seeds of Love demo. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Today we've got something really exciting lined up for you, so let's jump right in. If you want to know, I had to write stuff. So I can appear like I know what I'm doing. Okay, new game. This hasn't came out yet. Okay. Seraphina, yeah, sure. Yes. A new start. So I close my eyes to old ends and open my heart to new beginnings. I swallow a lump, forming in my throat. Sorry, I have to move you. It's in the way. I swallow a lump, forming in my throat, as my boss slowly brings his gaze up to meet mine.
You're fired!
What? If this is the type of work you deem worthy enough to submit to us after such a lenient deadline, then I honestly don't have much else to say to you. Boss, wait, I can resubmit a new draft or make any changes necessary. But, what exactly is wrong with the current proposal? I thought that...
Everything!
I can't help but gulp as my boss narrows his eyes at me, slamming his hands on the desk. I watch as he coolly taps on my art proposal before clearing his throat. This is not the level nor quality of work we expected when we hired you as the lead artist for this project, Miss Seraphina.
It's almost as if you deem this position to be a joke of sorts.
Sir, I can assure you that is most definitely not the case. Urgency in my voice pitches my volume higher, and I can't help but tense up in my chair. It isn't like that at all. I was beyond overjoyed and truly honored to be chosen for this project. I admit that perhaps my art's quality has not been the highest as of late, but I can change that. Please allow me to resubmit a new... No. And this is not something to be discussed. Desperation rises in my chest as I feel panic settle into my stomach, and I unconsciously stand up and bow my head. Sir, please, I'm begging you, I cannot afford to lose this position right now. The reason I haven't been able to concentrate is because I'm in the process of getting evicted. My apartment complex suddenly announced their demolition plans, and I've been swamped attempting to find a new place and finish this proposal, but I swear to you I can.
Tell me, why is it that your excuses are always more creative than your art pieces?
My heart feels like it stopped in my chest as I stare at the pair of ice-cold eyes staring back at me. For a moment, I feel like a deer appearing into bright, fast-approaching headlights, second from a tragic fate. I can only watch my boss open his mouth once again, grabbing my proposal in the process.
Perhaps you should have become a writer instead, if you're so good at coming up with stories. However...
We need an artist, not a writer. One that can deliver work, not excuses. I can feel my blood run cold as I watch my boss slowly grab my art proposal. The very same proposal I had stayed up working day and night on for the last several weeks. The very same one that just a few hours ago I was so proud of.
Your proposal was... garbage, for lack of a better word.
I hope you will come to realize that, as an artist, He narrows his eyes as he opens the cover of my proposal one last time before looking back up at me and throwing it in the trash. Oh, what? He's trash. You are an easily replaceable asset in such a competitive industry. If you're going to spend more time fabricating excuses rather than meeting a client's minimal expectations, then perhaps you should have considered a different career choice.
You're not an artist. You're an amateur.
He doesn't even... Oh, because... Okay. And this company is not looking to employ amateurs. We are looking to employ professionals. One that you have already been replaced with. Rude. I can't help but rub my temples as what feels like the heaviest, longest sigh of my life escapes me. Which has all sorts of people stream like ants throughout the city streets, each with their own destinations in mind. Eventually, I can't do much else and opt to stare into a lukewarm cup of coffee in front of me. Finally getting called garbage right to your face, huh? Definitely not how I expected my weekend to start. My heart feels heavy as I look up from my drink to gaze out at a clear blue sky that seems to stretch on forever amidst towering skyscrapers. And to think of how beautiful day it is today, it almost feels like the world's mocking me somehow. My attention is diverted when I hear the sound of a child laughing. My eyes trail over to a young boy tugging his mother's arm with one hand, clutching a small sketchbook in another as the pair sits down at a table near my own. He opens the sketchbook, flip into a chair, flipping to a page of a specific drawing before suddenly jumping up on the chair. The mother laughs as she watches her son strike the same pose as the crayon-colored character before her. Oh, and this is Thunderman. I drew him during recess when everyone else was outside. Why is he so handsome? Look at all these details. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Munchkin. You're getting so good at drawing. Thanks, Mommy. When I grow up, I want to become an artist and draw my own superheroes. Oh, you're going to be a great artist, Speedy. I just know it. You're already so talented and you work so hard. What else could you need? I feel my grip on my coffee cup tighten as I watch the beaming child show his mom more and more sketches in his notebook. The sparkled look of joy, hope, and happiness that beams in his eyes. It's one I remember well. I can't help but swallow the forming lump in my throat as I grab my drink and slam it on into a nearby trash can. Oh, excuse me, sorry. As I walk away from the tables, I shake my head sadly as the mother and son's laughter echoes in my ears, in my heart. Don't be stupid, kid. As much as we all want it to be that way, the truth is hard work doesn't guarantee anything in the real world. The only thing it'll earn you is realizing just how stupid those dreams of yours once were. For your sake, I hope along the path of life you find something else that can make you smile like that. Because art just isn't worth it. Take it from me. Without uttering a word, I quickly walk away to escape watching a shadow of what I once used to be into. A shadow of a happy, dreaming kid who loved what she did more than anything. The shadow of a person who doesn't exist anymore. My feet carry me down familiar city streets as the evening sun begins to set and golden hues illuminate the sky. But before I have a moment to take an uplifting sight, an email notification from my phone commands my attention. Dear Miss... I cannot say her name, or my name. Dear Miss Serafina, this is an urgent reminder Please be aware that you have 3 days to vacate the premises at 302 New Street Lane. The demolition of the complex will begin Monday morning at sunrise. All tenants and belongings must be removed by then. Any and all belongings that still remain in the property by next Monday will be considered garbage and thrown away. Please act accordingly. Monday? What? That's impossible. I look at my phone as I stop to read the full email, earning a few strange glances from other passerby. My heart races in my chest as I frantically dial my landlord's number. After a few moments, a voice picks up.
Hello, this is Frank speaking.
Frank, this is Serafina from apartment 302. Just got an email from the complex saying that demolition begins Monday morning. How is that possible when barely a week ago you told me I had another month to move?
Oh, yeah, about that, sorry for the confusion, but there's been a, slight change in the plans.
What are you talking about? You see, the company that bought the complex wants to start building a water park on it ASAP, and while the original agreement said a month...
The CEO called me yesterday and offered me $500,000 to start next week. Can you believe it?
What?
I know! Ain't that something? So, yeah, you gotta get out of there.
Frank, are you crazy? How am I supposed to find a place to live and move into in 3 days? It's Friday.
Yeah, I understand and all that, but, money talks, baby!
Sorry about the short notice, but I'll need you out pronto. But Frank...
Oh, got another call coming in. Ain't much more to discuss, sweetheart. Deal's a deal.
By Monday morning, I need you out there. No ifs, ands, or buts. I scream out in frustration as the call drops, and I can only gawk into my phone. By Monday, where the hell am I supposed to go? I just got laid off, for God's sake. Taking notice of the passing strangers and nearby security guards shooting me curious glances, I feel my cheeks flush red. And embarrassment, I clear my throat and I continue walking forward. I need to calm down or I'm going to risk getting arrested at this point too. But hell, at least I'll have a rent-free place to stay by Monday. Just as I attempt to calm myself by heaving a few deep breaths, my stomach lets out a disturbed growl. I rub my belly and as I glance at the time. And to top it all off, I haven't even been eating properly trying to meet that stupid deadline. What was I even in the first place? Oh, what was it even for in the first place? That didn't sound right. I read that wrong. Maybe I should just grab some fast food, go home, and try to plan out how exactly I'm going to survive the next 72 hours. As I barely take a step forward, a speeding car honks angrily at me, causing me to quickly tumble backwards and attempt to dodge it. An angry-looking man lowers down his window as he flashes me the finger.
Hey, what the hell? Watch where you're going, lady!
That's my line, you jerk. Where do you learn to drive? Can't help but let out a shaky breath as I watch the driver let me off again before angrily taking off. I look down to catch the sight of myself on the floor now with a few bleeding splashes and drawing my hands and knees. I glance up to see people passing by left and right, but no one bothers to help me. Not so much even a spare glance, not a spare glance in my direction. That's not what it said, but it's too late. As I look up at the looming buildings on both sides of me, I can't tell what suddenly feels colder. The concrete of the floor are the hearts of the people in this city. I let out what feels like the millionth sigh of the day as I wrap my arms around my frame from the chilly night air that began to settle in. As my apartment complex finally comes into view, I can't help but to stop in place. Home, sweet home, huh? Well, not for much longer anyways. As I reach for my keys, I catch a sight of a wooden sign that seems oddly out of place, resting against the street light next to me. semi-annual farmers market last sunrise to sundown, today only. I raise an eyebrow in the direction the sign points as I tilt my head toward the entrance of a nearby park. Farmers market. I don't even know those happen in this kind of city. But maybe they'll have something cheap and good that I can grab for lunch tomorrow. Just about anything's better than that nasty burger I had for dinner. With newfound interest, I decided to make my way towards the park. As I walk into the park, the realization of what time it hits me as I watch people finish moving large tents and baskets into trucks. Damn, I missed it. I didn't realize how late it had already gotten. That sign was probably put up way earlier today, huh? Yay. More expired ramen for lunch it is. What a menu. Decided to at least walk off the 90% grease, 10% burger I grabbed for dinner. I stroll down the venue and spot various folks still packing. Rustic and humble-looking stalls of fruits and vegetables being sold grab my attention. But what intrigues me more is the people packing them. I watch as these vendors, most of whom are dressed in simple, worn clothes and mismatching colors, laugh and joke amongst each other. Many are covered in sweat and dirt from hard day's work, but the look on their faces is what really captures my attention. Why do they look so happy? Despite the visible weariness of the day, almost every face I can spot is graced by an expression of utmost joy. As they chat amongst each other and continue packing, one would assume that perhaps they had the best sales day of their life. The many carts of unsold fruits and vegetables in the back of several trucks dictates otherwise. They seem so genuinely happy. I can't help but feel a little jealous. As I smile sadly and continue walking forward, almost near the end along the street, suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, a big sign decorated with vibrant colored flowers catches my attention. Help wanted. Various positions open at Peachleaf Valley. Leave the city life behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside. I find my eyes transfixed on the words written before me. For some reason, I can't help but read the sign over and over again, almost as if waiting for the words to sink to me. Leave the city life behind and have a fresh new start in the countryside. I can only blink blankly as I mumble the line aloud, but the sudden sound of approaching footsteps distracts me. I turn to look into the face of a short, old man with a funny-looking mustache. The man shoots me a kind smile as he places a small crate of flowers down next to him before motioning towards the sign.
Evening there, missy. I'm afraid you're a bit late for the market. Seems you might have missed all the good deals, but, well, are you interested in hearing more about the valley by chance?
As if his question snaps me back into reality, I find myself instinctively shaking my head as I step back. Oh, no, sorry, I was just taking a look. I'll be going now.
Is that so? Well, all right then.
Oh, and here. Oh, that's a pretty flower. I can't help but blink twice as the old man holds up a pretty flower to my face, the same type as the ones filling the crates next to him. I'm sorry, I don't really have any money on me.
Now.
Gifts aren't meant to be paid for, you know. At his warm words and cheerful expression, I can't help but smile shyly as I take the vibrant, blooming flower from his hand. Thank you. It's very beautiful. Ain't it now? Go on and make sure you take an extra blanket to bed with ya. It's getting awfully chilly these nights around here.
Wouldn't want you catching the sniffles for fun.
I nod my head as he shoots me a wave before turning around to continue loading more crates into the back of a small truck. As I turn around and continue my stroll forward, an appreciative smile forms on my lips. I bring the flower to my nose. A sweet, gentle scent fills my senses, and I can't help feel my smile grow. I can't help feel my... I'm reading something wrong. A sweet, gentle scent fills my senses, and I can't help feel my smile grow. Okay. You know, that's probably the nicest conversation I've had in weeks. I secretly glance back at the old man as he waves over at another vendor while beaming a giant smile. The sign that I was previously so fixated on seems to glow as a beam of moonlight reflects off it. I look down at the small flower in my hand as I twirl it. And just leave everything behind and start a brand new life in a little valley town, huh? Even just thinking about it seems so crazy. Almost like it's not even real, I just can't even imagine it. My pace eventually slows down as I stop completely. A few moments pass before I hesitantly turn around to look at the sign again. No, it's beyond crazy. It's more like impossible. Even more for someone like me who's never left the city before. I mean, come on, let's be real. I wouldn't even last a day without proper Wi-Fi. I'd probably go insane or something. My thoughts oppose my actions as I find myself standing once again in front of the sign. So why me? As I reach out a hand to touch the words in front of me, I can't help but feel tears begin to trickle in my eyes. As I trace the words fresh, start with my finger, I can feel my throat tighten. So why does it something so ridiculous, so absolutely absurd, just seem like a dream to me now? Why does a small act of kindness from a stranger have me feeling like this? All at once, it feels as if the weight of it all has finally come to me. I feel a lump form in my throat as I desperately try to swallow the forming emotions inside of me. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. It seems nothing ever goes the way I hope it will, and I don't really know what to do anymore. Somehow it feels everything I do is hopeless. I let out a shaky breath as I hear a pair of slow footsteps approach me. I don't even attempt to hide the tears falling in my eyes as I slowly look up to see the old man's face from before. He shoots me a warm, sympathetic smile as he points to the flower in my hand. Sorry, my throat is dry. I don't usually talk this much. Or read. Well, I read, but not like read out loud. You get it. He shoots me a warm, sympathetic smile as he points to a flower in my hand. You know,
where I'm from, that flower there is usually given to people who leave on a journey.
Okay, I'm gonna have to... just a second. I cannot hear people's voices. Okay, that's not good. Okay. It's a way to hope for prosperous new beginnings wherever they might find themselves.
Some might lose their way, but
The flower is meant to remind them that no matter where along the path of life they might be,
they can always start again.
I'm trying to start again. By going to college and trying YouTube. As I stare into the old man's eyes, I can't help but smile for only the second time today. His words resonate deeply within my heart. I gaze into the beautiful petals of the flower in my hand, and for a second, it almost feels like they themselves are cheering me on. I feel a gentle hand place itself on my shoulder as I look up once again.
What's your name, Missy?
It's Seraphina.
A fine name at that. Now then, tell me, are you interested in hearing more about the valley? It's never too late to start a brand new adventure, ain't it?
I chuckle as I wipe a few more stray tears from my eyes and nod my head resolutely. I am interested. Could you tell me more? incredible how the decisions that have the power to change our lives completely seem to happen in a blink of an eye. And from those very decisions, the seeds of our future sprout and bloom into the very lives set out before us.
Well, here we are. Welcome to the valley. Is what I'd originally say, but
Unfortunately, our destination lies just beyond this here trail of tricks, as they call it. I climb out of the passenger seat and Earl's truck as I look into a dense, steep mountain trail of tricks.
yep, this one's a bugger.
For folks heading up into the valley, it gets real slippery due to the rain this time of year. However, for those crossing by foot, there's a short little forest path right through there. That'll get you to the other side in less time than you can say moo. We'll be going by foot the rest of the way then.
Well,
As much as I enjoy nature, I'd hate to leave my truck here to it, especially filled with all the flowers and veggies still on board. Just... Oh. Okay, you know what? I can always cut this part, but I need to move this. Okay. Let's continue. Did I read that? Yeah.
here's what we'll do.
You go on ahead through the path by foot, and I'll meet ya out on the other side once I get this darn truck over this here heat trail. Sounds alright? Are you sure you can get the truck up there by yourself, Earl? Earl lets out a roaring laugh as he places his hands on his small, thin waist before patting the back of his truck.
Oh, you bet!
Me and old Bessie here have been together for a lot tougher than this. I'll tell you that. I probably didn't read that right. It just gets to be real bumpy right up there, and I'd hate for you to get all green and goobery on me. Besides, gets you warmed up for walking. You'll be doing lots of that where you're going. I can't help but chuckle as Earl's positive demeanor shines through my worries. I'll nod my head and grab a small bag as I head towards the opening of the forest path you pointed out. Well then, I'll take your word for it. I'll head on through and see you in a bit.
It'll be a darn jiffy.
Make sure you stay on the path now, you hear? Can't be losing you in the forest on your move-in day. You see, I wouldn't know what to do with all of your pink suitcases. They don't match my eyes one bit. Earl owns another laugh out of me as we wave to each other before I walk through a small open path between several bushes. As I walk in through a dense shrubbery, I can make a visible path heading towards an opening not too far away. I clutch my bag closer as I begin my trek while planning my head around to take in the sights. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this much green before in my life. Even the air feels so different here. It feels so fresh. I'll walk forward a few more steps as I take in the emerald scenery around me. Trees, plants, and flowers, some the likes I've never seen before, all seem so quietly bloom in place. I can hear the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, as an incredibly calming sensation seems to reverberate through the entire area. This place feels so soothing, almost like it's... My inner monologue is interrupted as I unexpectedly bump into something soft. Bring my gaze forward only to stare into the greenest pairs of eyes I've ever seen. Whoa. Surprised by the sudden proximity of a stranger peering into my face, I quickly step back only to misstep and fall ungracefully on my butt. Maybe I should wait. Can I save? Oh, no, no. Oh. Nope, there's no saving. There's no saving. Save, and I think this is where I'm gonna stop. I think this is it's stopping pulling. I don't know how long the chapters go on for. I haven't played this for a while, so that's where I'm gonna end. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.